Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a different video. I got to go to the end of the season banquet for the college soccer team that I helped out for the first time last night. It was a great time. I'll put up pictures and videos from that. Can't believe it's another season down. 7 down. A lot more to go. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, you guys can give it a big thumbs up. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everybody about my channel. My channel is growing by the day. Also, let me know what other videos, challenges, tags you guys want to see me do. It'll be my honor to do that for you. I am working on getting people to interview. I hope to do that soon. Till next time. As always, be kind to one another. Love one another. Take care of one another. This is Tita. La 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 la. Just sign off. I'll see you. La 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 la. Just next time. For another great video. Peace.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I am Gallagher, a senior soccer and lacrosse player. I could talk for a while about both, but since you guys will most likely get sick of hearing me, I'll just stick to one sport and talk about soccer tonight. But before I start, I do want to give a quick shout out to my lacrosse girls. The past 4 years have been a little crazy, but I wouldn't want to have gone through it with anyone else, so thank you for staying by my side. And to our coaches, you know as much as I do how much we needed you these past 2 years, and I am so thankful for all that you have taught me in our short time together. And now for soccer, where do I even start? The past 4 years, being a part of this team has been one of my most cherished accomplishments, with this most recent season being the best, although it was so bittersweet. We started off losing a few girls, and pretty early on in our season, everyone began to panic a little bit. Having people leave before and during preseason is enough to make anyone nervous, and we all definitely were. That is, except for one person, and that person being our head coach, Jill. With her remaining so positive and so confident in the players who stayed, she reminded us of what a relatively smaller group could do to make a statement in conference. On top of losing some numbers, each day was filled with question marks, since Mother Nature so kindly offered torrential downpours almost every day. Despite never knowing until hours before practices and games where we would be that day, we made the most of our time wherever we ended up. Day in and day out, we worked a little harder, a lot smarter, and found ourselves laughing constantly, which seemed to be key for a successful season. Looking back, I could find something worth mentioning in this speech from each day we spent together. But the most memorable time for us was our playoff run. Our few days spent in Connecticut were great, from team bowling, to popping out and scaring Jill in the hotel, to supporting our volleyball girls at post. Oh, sorry, I lost my spot. It was about to get good, too. I'll start right where I just was. To supporting our volleyball girls at post, to feeling that rush of winning the semifinal game against a team who beat us in regular season, and to making it to the championship even though we came up short. That weekend was full of indescribable emotions. Happy tears, sad tears, sleepy ha-has, and our fair share of arguments, but we were humbled and proud of ourselves once all of the rush settled. We know Jenna was up there watching us each step of the way, cheering us on, and helping us through all the obstacles we faced this season. Making it to where we did with the struggles we faced was an accomplishment in itself, and for that, we are grateful. On behalf of my fellow seniors, I want to say thank you. To our athletic staff, especially Jamie, who hated the rain more than we did. To the trainers for listening to our complaints, even when we were being overdramatic. To our parents for being our best fans since day one. To our coaches, a simple thank you just isn't enough for all that you have done for us during our time here. What is this now, Jer? 8 years that we've been together since Little Flower?
20.
How lucky. And finally, to our teammates. You drove us nuts, but I can't think of a better group to spend our last season with. The memories and friendships we made will stay with us for far longer than our losses will. Each of you will always hold a special place in my heart, and I want to say thank you for that.
The scholarship was created by Walt Schwartz's family and friends. Walt worked for the department for 20 years as event staff manager for men's and women's basketball and women's volleyball. Fun-loving and enthusiastic, Walt was a spirited and dedicated volunteer for the university. This scholarship is awarded to a student who continues in Walt's footsteps to serve the athletic department. As last year's winner, I know what it takes to follow in these footsteps. When I was told who the winner of this scholarship was, I could not have thought of a better person that follows in these footsteps. Whether it was ball shagging and clock managing for soccer, working the table for lacrosse and volleyball, helping with the stats and videos for hoops, or helping to create the basketball statistical packets, this person has continually contributed to this department through hard work, dedication, and enthusiasm. So, without further ado, it is my honor to present the Walter Schwartz Memorial Scholarship to this year's winner, Dana Docker.
Here to present the Christine Gibson Scholar Athlete Scholarship. Please join me once again welcoming Robin Arnold.
This year's recipient of the 2019 Christine Gibson Scholar Athlete Award is someone who is truly deserving. This individual is focused, driven, and passionate about her academic and athletic endeavors. One will be hard-pressed to find anyone with a stronger work ethic, both in the classroom as well as on the athletics playing surface. Her hard work and dedication has paid off with a proven track record of success academically as well as athletically. She has excelled in the classroom while pursuing a challenging curriculum as a math secondary education major. Athletically, despite the rigorous schedule and time commitment involved with being a basketball student athlete, this past year she has added 2 other sports, cross country and outdoor track and field, to her arsenal as well, thus achieving the rare feat of being a triple threat student athlete. I have observed her leadership and commitment to her basketball team. I also know firsthand how much pressure she puts on herself to excel in her studies. Yet despite her many accomplishments, she remains humble and always strives to be the best version of herself. It is my pleasure to present to you now the now 2-time recipient of the Christine Gibson Scholar Athlete Award, Ms. Angela Hayes.
Here to present the next scholarship, the Regina Gertie Rocks Memorial Scholarship. Please join me in welcoming once again Tim Hamill and Terry McCullough.
The Regina Gertie Rocks Memorial Scholarship is named in honor of Regina Gertie Rocks as a loyal fan and supporter of her nieces, Mary Ellen and Christine McCullum, and the entire women's basketball program at Holy Family. For 8 straight seasons, from 2006 to 2014, Gertie attended every home game and many road games. This year's recipient has shown dedication and leadership to the women's basketball program over her 3-year career. Over the course of her career, she has started 75 of 78 games and has been a major contributor to the team, averaging close to 10 points per game this season, to go along with 84 assists and 38 steals. She's also a member of the women's lacrosse team. This year's recipient of the Regina Gertie Rocks Memorial Scholarship is Casey Schwartz.
Next up is the Men's Soccer Alumni Scholarship Award. Please join me in welcoming Joe Stott, along with men's soccer coach George Montag.
This year, I had the honor of introducing this year's Men's Soccer Alumni Award recipient. When this year's recipient came to Holy Family his freshman year, he was very quiet and couldn't get much out. However, as the season progressed, he opened up more to the team, and particularly myself. Playing alongside him for the past 3 years, and being with him virtually all year round, I learned a lot about this person, not just his habits on the field, but about his life off the field as well. While trying to manage the life of being a student athlete in college, this person also has a full-time job to not only support his own life, but help his family as well. He works vigorously to succeed academically, athletically, and in his personal life. For the last 3 years on Saturdays when we had to take the bus to away games, this person has been late every single time we were supposed to be in the locker room, and that's not an exaggeration. A lot of people on the team question why he's late, but I understand why. I know the daily struggles this person faces trying to succeed being a student athlete while trying to maintain a job. I know that this person just had to work a 10-hour shift, come home at 3 a.m., get hardly any sleep, and be at school by 8 a.m. to go to our games. And in some cases, go back to work after we get home from our games. Through all this, you'll never hear this person complain about how hard his life is. He's one of the happiest people you'll ever meet and is thankful for the opportunity that this school has given him. His hard work off the field translates on the field as well. He never once complained about his role in the team, wishes the best for any of his teammates, and gives it 100% every time he puts on a Holy Family jersey. He lays his body out on the line regardless if the game is close or if the outcome has already been decided. He never takes a play off, and he truly exemplifies what the Holy Family Men's Soccer program is all about. It is my honor and privilege to give the 2019 Men's Soccer Alumni Award to my brother, Charles Afool.
Next up is the Women's Soccer Alumni Scholarship Award. That will be presented by Alyssa Christensen and Michelle Pickles.
Say more than 5 words in 4 years. That's great.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alyssa Christensen, otherwise known as Ace, and I am a member of the women's soccer team. I first want to start out and say thank you to my coaches, Jill, Jerry, Melissa, and Steven, and my teammates for making these past 4 years unforgettable. The Women's Soccer Alumni Scholarship is presented to a student athlete who demonstrates passion for the sport of soccer and the ability to carry on the athletic and academic traditions of the women's soccer team. I am honored to be up here to present this scholarship to a very deserving individual. This individual is extremely hardworking both on the field and in the classroom and really exemplifies what it means to be a student athlete. She has a passion for soccer unlike any individual I know and dedicates her time to being a committed student as well. She was a crucial member of the team this past season and played a huge role in our success. She goes above and beyond to push herself and others to be the best they can be and really made all of us love soccer so much more. Despite the fact that it is now lacrosse season, this individual still puts aside time to attend soccer practices and spring games after putting in countless hours and hard work at lacrosse. This award is going to a two-sport athlete who reminds us every day how much she loves soccer and is the captain of Team Pretty. I am happy to present this award to Casey Brown.
Our next award is the Gibson Student Athlete Nursing Scholarship Award. That'll be presented by Janelle McPherson.
The Gibson Student Athlete Nursing Scholarship is awarded to a student athlete who not only stood out amongst their peers athletically, but academically as well. It is for someone who received a GPA of 3.0 or higher while excelling their way through the nursing curriculum and managing to perform outstandingly in their sport, which is no easy task. The recipient of this award is a Chi Alpha Sigma inductee. She was named CACC Player of the Week. She had an exceptional season in volleyball, appearing in 37 matches, totaling a career high of 336 kills, 61 service aces, 70 total blocks, and finished with a .35 for attack percentage. I am honored to present this award to Gianna Pezzanelli.
Next up is the Richard Fitzgerald Softball Scholarship. That'll be presented by Olivia Nolan.
Yeah, Libby! Yeah, bud. And here. Yeah, here. Sorry, Janet. Sorry, Janet. Sorry, Janet.
Good evening. Last year I had the honor of receiving the Richard Fitzgerald Softball Scholarship. This scholarship was established in honor of Colleen Fitzgerald and Marilyn Fitzgerald, mother and grandmother respectively of Cassandra Fitzgerald Black, and Raymond and Cindy Rusher, the late parents of Tori Rusher. Without Cassandra and Tori, this scholarship would not be possible, and I cannot thank them enough for giving access to the program. This year's recipient is someone I have had the pleasure of playing with for a couple years now. Each year we have played together, she has changed her position to help the team in whatever way she can, and each year she becomes better. Her dedication, passion, and will to win are some characteristics I truly admire about her. This person is willing to play anywhere we need her and do whatever she can to help the team succeed. Since she has been on the team, she has pushed me every day to become a better player. Not only is she a great defensive player, she is also one of our most consistent hitters on the team. Her only downfall is her sliding skills need a little bit of work. Not only is she dedicated to her work on the field, she has just as much, if not more, dedication to her work in the classroom. This year, she has been studying rigorously for her MCAT while balancing the coursework of her biology major. She was recently inducted to the Chi Alpha Sigma Student Athlete Honor Society and the Tri Beta Science Honor Society, and I know that she will only continue to excel in the classroom. This person is a leader on the team, both on and off the field, and pushes us to be better on the field and in the classroom. Her dedication, work ethic, and strong will to succeed will take her far, and I know she will be one of the best of whatever she does in life. Without further ado, I am pleased to announce this year's recipient of the Richard Fitzgerald Softball Scholarship, my good friend, Tyler Bakari.
Next will be the Jenna Richards Memorial Scholarship. Here to present that is Susan Blaney and Bree Rock. And representing the Richards family is Carrie Freeman and Lissa DiMaria.
In 2016, the women's soccer team suffered a great upset in the loss of one of our teammates, Jenna Richards. The Jenna Richards Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of one of the women's team's greatest friend and player, Jenna. This award is given to an outstanding women's soccer player with a strong sense of commitment and dedication to the sport of soccer and strength and conditioning. My dear friend and teammate was truly an inspiration to all. She was always the hardest working player on the field and someone who I looked to for guidance as a freshman. Jenna did not just excel on the field, but in the weight room as well. She always pushed herself to be the best she could be for herself and for her teammates. She was the type of person who would stay in the weight room just to get extra work in or work out on days that we had off. Her dedication to the sport of soccer inspired myself and my teammates who had the pleasure of playing with her to push harder and further than before. I believe this year's recipient is more than deserving of this award and shows the same spirit as Jenna. As a freshman, she came into preseason in shape and ready to play. She started all 20 games as a freshman. She scored 4 goals in the 2017 season, 2 of them being game-winning goals along with 6 assists. As a freshman, this is very impressive. However, this was not enough for her. She wanted to be better. Right as our 2017 season ended, she was running in the cardio room at school. She put in so many extra hours before practice, after practice, or on days off, pushing herself in the cardio and weight room to be better and stronger for the next season. And this is what Jenna did. Not only did she excel in soccer, but in academics as well. She currently has a 3.7 GPA as a neuroscience major. The amount of dedication and hard work she puts into school and soccer to achieve her goals is truly inspiring, just as Jenna was. I am proud to announce this year's recipient to my friend and teammate, Hannah Doty.
Last year, I had the honor of being selected as one of the recipients of the Jenna Richards Memorial Scholarship, and this year I have the honor of introducing one of the 2 new deserving recipients. The recipient is a member of the women's soccer team. She strives to be great every day in her academics, work, and soccer. If you stop by the fitness center or the weight room any day of the week, you'll most likely see her running 100 miles at 12 speed or lifting. Not only does she push herself physically, but mentally too. She holds one of the top 3 women's soccer team GPAs. She gives 100% in everything she does and pushes each of her teammates to the max. Her commitment and dedication to soccer are undeniable, just as Jenna's were. The recipient is never quiet. She constantly encourages her teammates. She picks each of us up when we're down or struggling. She's the true definition of a great teammate in more ways than I can name. She's selfless, humble, reliable, honest, and accepting of constructive criticism. She never complains and is always asking how she can better herself on the field. She exemplifies leadership in all that she does, so much that she was recently named co-captain as a sophomore entering her junior year, which is a huge accomplishment. Over the past 2 seasons, I have come to the conclusion that this player is the most determined, friendly, fit, and supportive teammate that I've ever had. The recipient of the Jenna Richards Memorial Scholarship, which is given to an outstanding women's soccer player with a strong sense of commitment and dedication to the sport of soccer and strength and conditioning, is awarded to Mackenzie Myers.
Our final award is the Sandra Michael Award, and that'll be presented by Joanne Mamie.
My name is Joanne Mamie, and I will be presenting the Sandra Michael Award for Scholar Athletes. This award is presented to a student who is talented, organized, disciplined, and excellent at time management skills. They must excel both in athletics and academics. This award supports a student who is well-rounded and recognizes that they are role models for their teammates and as well as other student athletes. The award is given to a full-time student athlete who has displayed superior athletic and academic abilities. The person who is receiving the award this year has a large presence in the athletics department here at Holy Family, not only in their sport, but also being a part of the Student Athletic Advisory Committee. I constantly see them working hard, whether they're at practice, at a workout, or at a competition. This person always has a contagious smile on their face. They are a general education and special education major, and I'm very excited to see where she goes in life, as she will be an amazing educator. She has been one of the leaders on the volleyball team who has pushed their team to win not only the CAC championship, but took her team all the way to the regional finals of the NCAA tournament. She was named to be a part of the 2018 NCAA Division II East Regional All-Tournament team and awarded the 2018 CAC Top 16 Award for the highest GPA in the championship field, all in the same year. I am very excited to see where she takes her team in her senior year, as well as in her future career. It is my pleasure to present the 2019 Sandra Michael Award for Scholar Athletes to Jillian Boyle.
From Phoenix, Arizona, Gianna Pesignelli.
For those of you who may not know me, my name is Gianna Pesignelli and I'm a junior on the women's volleyball team. Above all, I would like to show my gratitude to all the amazing and hardworking people in this room tonight. To Jeff, Susan, and Zenke, wherever he is, thank you for your constant support and dedication to this team that is unlike anything I've ever seen. We wouldn't be us without you three. Thank you to all the other coaches in the room tonight as well for their continuous hard work with their respective teams. Teams cannot be teams without coaches who appreciate and love the sport just as much as we do. Also, a special thank you to our team impact player Maddie and her wonderful family. You bring all of us so much happiness, and your positive energy on the bench gives us life. To Janet and Aaron, thank you for continually helping us take care of the aches and pains that we seem to have every other week. And thank you for listening to us. To John, thank you for pushing us, whether it be in the weight room, during a hard conditioning drill, or in that last round of ESPN. Jamie, thank you for always making sure pregame and postgame go as smoothly as they do. Greg, thank you for always promoting HFU athletics in the best way, whether it be a game day photo or a postgame write-up. To Robin and Jermaine, thank you for always helping us stay on top of our academic and athletic schedules and helping us stay compliant. Tim, thank you for doing an amazing job stepping up and being our athletic director. You keep everything running so smoothly, and we appreciate all your hard work behind the scenes. The women's volleyball team had a historic season, to say the least. Over the past few years, we had struggled to make it past each advancing round of the CAC tournament. This year, although nothing was ever easy, we could finally say we did it and then some. We finished the year 31-6 and 18-1 in conference, with the first CAC banner in women's volleyball program history and a run that we will never forget. After winning the CAC, we advanced to the NCAA Division II tournament, where we made our first appearance. During the NCAA tournament, we continued our record-breaking 23-game win streak to make it all the way to the NCAA Division II East Regional Finals, where we were the first CAC team to advance to the East Region Finals in the sport of women's volleyball. Although our season came to an end shortly after, we can only look back and smile about not only the team and individual accomplishments that we and the coaching staff garnered throughout the season, but all the laughs and memories made along the way. To my seniors, Chase, Jamie, Candace, and Emma, this program would not be what it is without you four. I cannot thank you enough for your hard work, passion, and leadership over the course of your Holy Family volleyball career. You guys are not only our teammates, but our sisters, and we will all miss you so much. To our friends, families, and the entire Holy Family community, thank you so much again for the support this past season. We look forward to seeing you all in the fall for another wonderful season. Thank you.
Holy Family University Athletics. With your contribution, we are able to award these scholarships to deserving and exceptional student athletes each year as the highlight of our awards banquet. Your continued kindness is appreciated more than you will ever know. As always, if anyone would like to become a donor and establish any new scholarships, please feel free to reach out to our staff. In closing, thank you everyone for coming to celebrate with us here tonight. We look forward to another successful year and can't wait to witness new accomplishments and triumphs in the upcoming year. Once again, thank you, have a good night, and go Tigers.
Makai Bryan, Manny Casey, and Jalen Thompson. From women's basketball, Katie O'Hare. Megan Shea. Dwight Wall. From men's cross country and track, Onazi Cuevas. From women's cross country and track, Haley Bowers. Sydney Jackson. From women's lacrosse, Kaylee Gallagher. Devin Felix. Joanne Mabey. Vanessa Paglier. And David Trevito.
Go, Vanessa. I love you.
From men's soccer, Matt McWilliams. Mark Cole. Joe Stock. And Matt Tracy. From women's soccer, Alyssa Christensen, Kaylee Gallagher, Bree Rock, and Stephanie Ulmer.
My baby. It's her third year being a senior.
From softball, Casey Boltersdorf. Sam Clem. Hannah Mirovich. And Olivia Nolan. From women's tennis, Sam Clem and Casey Thomas. From women's volleyball, Jamie Bonner, Emma Patterson, Candace Riley, and Chase Wasson. And let's give a final round